For an NCO, get promoted to sergeant. This is a huge deal. This is a major milestone, not only for you, but the whole line. Somebody told me years ago, it's almost like having a fraternity and a sorority, but it's multiplied that times 100. That's what it is, being a part of the NCO Corps. And this is the Corps that's been around from the Revolutionary War to present, where NCOs were leading from the front, leading by example, fighting hard but fighting fair, leading by training and teaching and coaching, encouraging and communicating, and sometimes disciplining soldiers to success. And we've been successful for 246 years. And I'm here to tell you there's going to be a lot of folks watching. You know, the late, great General Colin Powell, one of the most important things he learned is that soldiers watch their leaders. It's the personal examples of the leaders that soldiers will follow. People have this high expectations of the non-commissioned officers. Whenever a commander or a leader has a big mission needed to be accomplished, they're going to say, Sergeant Major, give me an NCO. People now realize what to expect from a non-commissioned officer. They're going to be watching all duty and on duty. Civilians are going to be watching you. Family members are going to be watching you. Commanders and leaders are going to be watching you. Your peers are going to be watching you. Your soldiers are going to be watching you. Because they want that leadership. They need that leadership. They, in essence, are begging for that leadership. They're saying so many words. They say, Sergeant, can you help me? And Sergeant, can you provide me some assistance? And Sergeant, and can you show me the way in which I can be successful? And Sergeant, can you tell me what you can expect from me? And by the way, Sergeant, can you tell me what I can expect from you? And Sergeant, can you provide me an opportunity in an environment that I can work without having to worry about sexual harassment and sexual assault and discrimination and racism and bullying? Sergeant, can you promise me that I can work in an environment free from all that? And Sergeant, can you help me grow and develop? And can you communicate consistently with me, Sergeant? And let me know what's going on. What is leadership? I hear different definitions from commissioned officers and non-commissioned officers and warrant officers, even from civilians and family members. And I asked that question, say, what does leadership mean to you? The Sergeant Major of the Army Community once said, leadership is mission essential, period. John Quincy Adams, the 6th President of the United States, said, a person who can inspire others to dream more, to learn more, to do more, to become more is a leader. Leadership is about influencing a person to get the mission accomplished. It is the art of leading people to get the mission accomplished. Command Sgt. Retired Michelle Jones, a former Command Sgt. Major of the Army Reserves. She says, I am where I am because of my soldiers. I am who I am because of my soldiers. I am the best that I can be because of my soldiers. For it is my commitment and responsibility to my soldiers that I will today, tomorrow, and forever promise to train and care for my soldiers. Because I love what I do. And I believe in what I can do. Your manual 6-22 defines leadership, military leadership, as a process of influencing people by providing purpose, direction, and motivation to accomplish the mission and to improve the organization. I'm going to repeat that. It's a process of influencing people by providing purpose, direction, and motivation to accomplish the mission and to improve the organization. General Colin Powell says this about leadership. He says, leadership is about people. It's not about strategies. It's not about plans. It's about people motivating people to get the job done. There's not one clear-cut definition of leadership. It's situational sometimes. Whatever leadership style that you may have right now might be a little different if you go to another department or another company, another unit. And you got to be flexible and agile. You have the ability to influence others. Just by leading by example, people will follow you by your example, doing what's right and doing the right thing. Integrity. You see, a lie is a lie is a lie. No lie can live forever. It's not only about telling commanders and leaders and soldiers what they want to hear. It's about telling them the truth, because the truth should set you free. I think an NCO leader has to be tough. You got to face tough situations and circumstances, face tough crises, and make tough decisions. Now look at an NCO leader as one that is tough enough to fight and face anybody, any place, and anytime. I'll follow that soldier, that sergeant anywhere, because I know she's tough physically, emotionally, mentally tough. But an NCO leader is one that is human enough to make mistakes, but humble enough to admit that they're wrong. Nobody in this room is perfect. Nobody in this base is perfect. Nobody in this army, nobody in this world is perfect. We make mistakes, but guess what? Use it as an opportunity to overcome that mistake. That's what it's all about. Now, the NCO leader is one that is strong enough to absorb the pain, the physical as well as the emotional pain, but resilient enough to bounce back up and keep on pushing through adversity, keep on pushing through those roadblocks and obstacles. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said this. He said, the ultimate measure of a leader, and actually he said ultimate measure of a man, but I'm assuming he meant leader, is that the ultimate measure of a leader is not where you stand in times of comfort and convenience, but rather where you stand in times of challenges and controversies. Now, I'm not here to say you're going to face a lot of controversies, but I guarantee you're going to face some challenges. And you got to be ready for that. That resilience is going to allow you, it's going to give you the capacity to overcome that. And as an NCO leader, it's so important to be approachable and available for your soldiers. You have to set the tone, you have to set the environment and the conditions for everybody on your team to be successful. That's so important. You see, NCO leadership is not just a function of rank or title of holding positions. You can't lead by your rank. It takes a man and woman of good character, good ethics, and good integrity. You as non-commissioned officers doing what's right and doing the right thing. You see, NCO leadership is not a function of that, but rather it's a function of coordination and collaboration and facilitating, and it's a function of sponsorship and sportsmanship. It's a function of mentorship and relationship, and even sometimes it's a function of friendship. You see, good leadership inspires people. You see, good leadership moves mountains. Good leadership can cultivate and inculcate an environment in which everybody on the team can thrive and be successful. And I got to tell you, the road to success is not always an easy road. As a wise sage, senior leader told me years ago, he said, on this road, there's a curve called failure. There's a loop called confusion. There's a red light called frustration. There's a speed bump called complication. And there's a flat tire called just being plain old tired. And this leader looked at me eye to eye and says, hey, Stuart, he said, be not dismayed. He said, because on this road, if you have a spare called determination, and you have an engine called perseverance, and you have insurance called faith, faith in yourself, faith in your soldiers, and faith in your organization, and you got a driver called backbone, non-commissioned officer, leader of soldiers, then you don't got to worry. Because that backbone is going to lead you to success. It's going to find a way for the team to win. And as you and I both know, because losing is unacceptable, creativity is essential. Compassion is unquenchable. Commitment is unquestionable, and victory is never. And what does it mean to win? Win is about taking care of those soldiers. Win is about counseling and communicating with those soldiers, inspiring your soldiers, setting the environment for your soldiers and your employees to be successful. Remember, those soldiers and civilians that you supervise are a reflection of you. I told you about what Sergeant said about being your best. But Dr. King said the same thing. He said, if you can't be a pine on the top of the hill, then be a shrub in the valley, you'll be the best little shrub on the side of the hill. Be a bush if you can't be a tree. If you can't be a highway, just be a trail. If you can't be the sun, be a star. For it isn't by size that you win if you fail, but be the best at whatever you are. And I say to you, as you go out there to your units, as you go out there with that exuberance, go out there with that zest and zeal, go out there with that enthusiasm, with that will, desire, and determination. Go out there with that fire in your belly, that passion in your heart that you want to take care of the best, our soldiers within our best army. They need that leadership, they want that leadership. And you are part of this corps right now. And we need you. You are leaders today, but you are future senior leaders tomorrow. So thank you so much, and welcome to the corps. Thank you.